This is Hannibal from the HannibalTV.com. And although more people are watching TV these days and YouTube, my viewership is up, as I've stated before. Professional wrestling viewership on television continues to fall, with NXT and AEW both hitting record low ratings this week, although AEW still defeated them by a 10-point margin, I guess a 0 point margin, that is. AEW scored a 0.25 and NXT scored a 0.15. I don't even remember the last time NXT defeated AEW. AEW is just continuing to sweep them, but at the same time, somebody put in the comments, it's like a limbo who could win by like the lowest number, because the numbers just keep getting lower and lower. WWE is still pushing people to buy WrestleMania on pay-per-view and pay like expensive pay-per-view prices, while at the same time on the network you can get a 1-month free trial by just signing up to the network. So anyone watching this that doesn't want to pay whatever it is, $60 a night for WrestleMania or something along those lines, you could just sign up for the free trial of the WWE network to watch it. So I'm not sure why they're still pushing that Roman Reigns versus Goldberg is still going to happen, when Reigns has already said that he didn't do the match and they already taped it with Braun Strowman as the replacement. But for some reason, WWE is still pushing the Reigns versus Goldberg match. Overall, there's very little interest in WrestleMania. Raw did one of its lowest ratings of all time Monday, and that was a go-home Raw to WrestleMania. AEW did their taping last night in Georgia, and NXT has still been taping in Florida, as well as the other WWE shows. However, Florida and Georgia are now going to be on full lockdown, so we'll see how that affects the tapings in those areas. You can only assume that WWE won't be taping at the Performance Center anymore due to that Florida lockdown. So we'll see how that turns out. I'll say a few comments. The Wrestling Observer should be out later today, so I'll do my Wrestling Observer review tonight. I did post a video last night of me reviewing Carlos Colon's statement to RF video regarding the killing of Bruiser Brody in his company's dressing room. And someone made a comment to me, and I just want to address it. I blocked this person because I found them insulting, but if they watch this, they can hear my reaction to it. They said, "You worked for Carlos Colon knowing about the Brody murder." Well, when I worked for Carlos, it was 2005, 6, and some of 2007. In those days, you didn't even have internet on your phone. When I lived in Puerto Rico, if I wanted to go on the internet, I had to go to an internet cafe. And I think I actually popularized posting shoot interviews free on YouTube back in the 2005 to 2007 era. There wasn't really many people posting shoot interviews on YouTube's, let alone shoot interview clips. So not a lot of information was out there about what actually happened, let alone now you can type in Bruiser Brody's name on YouTube and hundreds of matches will show up. When I was wrestling in Puerto Rico, I'm not even sure if I ever saw a full Bruiser Brody match. I became a fan of him in later years. So just for that person that was saying, oh, because I said I got a weird feeling in the dressing room when I wrestled in the stadium where he was killed. Yes, I did get a weird feeling in the dressing room. That's true. But did I know the full story on what happened? Did I ever talk to Tony Atlas or hear his version of the story at that point? No. Did I ever hear Dutch Mantel's version of the story at that point? No. Jay Hazard says AEW is better. Ralph Vaquero said he's staying safe. Darkman Warriors requesting an Ivory interview. Anything's possible. James Francis said they debuted a new female Anna Jay. Not sure if that's AEW or NXT. Mario Alexander believes that Cologne covered the whole thing up with the murder of Brody. God's Empty says we need more attitude / ECW style in wrestling to bring more attention to WWE wrestling. Tony from Ohio says he hopes I'm doing well. Darkman Warrior says Triple H married into the WWE. Yes, he was the ultimate politician. So as I said, when the Wrestling Observer comes out later today, I'll do my weekly review of that. Have a good afternoon / evening.